You can see I did the 3 inside seams. I did the 2 short pieces. I took a long piece like this and put it over the length of each one. As some of you may have found out, there's actually a little bit of a trick to getting this done. There's a tendency to want to peel the entire back off. And if any of you have done that, you probably realized as soon as you do, this tape curls right up. It's a pain to work with. It sticks to itself. You probably threw that piece out. So here's a little trick. You get a little bit down. Again, you try to line your piece up along the edge. It doesn't have to be perfect. As long as the tape covers the break, it doesn't matter if it's a little bit off, no big deal. So you start that at the top. Put it down nicely with a little bit of overlap over the edge right here. You can just push that down. And now we're going to pull down a little bit more. Push it down. Notice I still have it on the back. Pull a little bit more. Push it down. And just slowly work my way to the bottom. That gives you a nice flat seam, and the tape is much easier to deal with. Just a little hint there for you. Okay, so we have our piece. We've taped the 3 inside seams all the way across, and now we come to the fun part, matching up the sides. Now this can be a little tricky because invariably this is going to want to move. There is a tendency, as I showed you in the video, in the written instructions, to want to put this on the ground. That's incorrect. You want to match up inside edge to inside edge. And yep, that can take a little manipulating with your piece. So what you want to do is put 2 short pieces of tape on the top piece. Up here, we're going to bring it over, and then we're going to push it down on the edge. So let's do that now. I've already started 2 little top pieces over here. I'm going to put a piece here. Again, fold it back nicely. Take 1 more piece from over here. Again, put it at the top. Up here. Again, fold it back so it's easier to work with. And so before you put the piece together, you should have 2 pieces of foil, half on, half bent straight. Okay, as we recall, that's going to be the top piece. So we're going to come over the top. We're going to align our top pieces right along the edge. Push that piece down. We're going to do the same. It sticks, that's okay. Do the same down here at the bottom. Get a good tight seam. And there we go. Okay. If it's a touch off, that's all right. It's not perfect. We'll be putting a lot more tape on it. You won't even notice. So if it's a touch off, it's okay. The important thing is that you have that gap. The inside edge meets inside edge, and you should have these little cutouts on all 4 of the corners. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish off this corner piece. I have my 2 pieces of tape. Now I want to do the full length on the inside. Now there's a little trick to doing that. You take the regular piece of tape and you fold it in half. Gives you a nice crease so that you can once again push it down on one side, come over and push it down on the other. This time I have to tell you, it's a little more tricky to do the tape when it's folded in half. So I suggest you work from the top down. I'm going to put this inside here. I'm going to try to get my edge right in that corner. Push it down. Push it over here. Okay. Again, a little overlap is fine. You can see I still have my tape right there. Peel back a little bit more. Again, try to get that edge right in the seam. If it moves a little, that's okay. Pull it down a little more. And try to push that seam into the groove. Get it nice and tight. Go the rest of the way. Push it down. All right, and to make sure, turn it on the side, give this a good piece there. A little extra on the top, that's okay, just let it rip, fold over. And there it is. You have the inside of your horn. Top part right here. Now the next step we're going to be doing is we want to cover all these edges, top and bottom and sides, with our aluminum foil tape. Use lots of it. It's perfectly okay. We want to protect them from the weather, and it will help you get a little bit better signal. So we're going to be cutting off some pieces, centering them, putting it down on the sides, and then we're done. So I'm going to get started. Hope you will too. And in just a few minutes, as soon as I'm done, hopefully you'll be done, and we'll compare our finished product and the completion of a good day's work. So stay with me.